Welcome to Serenity Narratives, my beloved child. It's not a coincidence that you're here. It is no coincidence that you hear these words. My voice has reached you because I am calling you. This is not an offer. This is an order. This is not a promise. This is an instruction. You are my child. You are not an ordinary person. I am telling you to wake up. Listen to me. The mountains tremble at my voice. The seas open with my breath. The sky shines at my word. And now I am speaking directly to you. Open your heart, quiet your mind, and focus your attention, because these words will change your life. My child, you cry out, "My God, why is it so hard? My God, why is everything on my shoulders? God, why do I always carry the heaviest burden?" I know you are asking these questions, my child, but now I am answering you. Because I have chosen you, but not merely as a winner, not just as a breadwinner. I chose you as a carrier. I chose you as a changer of generations. I have chosen you to be a breaker of chains, a breaker of curses, a multiplier of blessings, a guardian of a divine mission. These words will not appeal to everyone. Not everyone's soul can handle this truth. But you hear my call because your soul already knows this message is for you. It is not for anyone else. So hear me, feel me. I speak to you, my child. No more waiting, no more retreating. I have kept you hidden, but now it is time to come out. I have trained you, but now it's time to walk. I have strengthened you, but now it is time to act. I am telling you to open your eyes. No more excuses. No more, "I am not ready," because if I say so, then you are ready. No more old thoughts. No more playing small, for I have given you great things to do. And now, my child, I want 3 things from you to show that you accept this message. Press the like button, because this is a step. This is a movement. Share this call with your loved ones so that all may hear my instruction, and write, "Thank you, Jesus," in the comments, because I will not forget you and you will not forget me. Now go forward, my child. Now I lift you up. If I have your full attention, I am going deeper into my message to you. My beloved child, have you ever stopped to ask yourself why your journey is so much harder than everyone else's? Do you wonder why the burdens you bear feel heavier? Why every challenge seems to find you, while others move through life untouched? It is not by accident. It is not misfortune. It is my design. I have set you apart. I have placed something within you that requires fire, endurance, and extraordinary responsibility. I did not call you to comfort. I called you to purpose. You were never meant to blend in, to live an ordinary life. I formed you to stand apart, to lead, to carry what others cannot. Many are called, but few are chosen. I chose you. Why you? Because I saw what no one else could. Even when you doubt yourself, I know what I placed inside you. I have entrusted you with more, not to burden you, but to multiply what I have given you. Look at Joseph, my servant. I gave him dreams, visions of greatness, yet his path. Look at Joseph, my servant. I gave him dreams, visions of greatness, yet his path was paved with betrayal, slavery, and false accusations. His own brothers cast him away, sold him, abandoned him, but what they meant for evil, I turned for good. He was never meant to suffer in vain. I positioned him for power, to preserve a nation, to save even those who had wronged him. What they did to harm you, I will use to lift you. Every betrayal, every rejection, every hardship, none of it is wasted. It is my preparation. Perhaps you too have been cast aside, misunderstood, unseen. But do you not see? I have been refining you. I have been molding you for something greater. Look at the ones who have endured. Oprah, who rose from pain to become a voice for millions. Elon Musk, who faced opposition and struggle, yet reshaped the world. I do not give easy roads to those I have chosen to build, to create, to lead. To whom much is given, much is required. You were not called to mediocrity. I have placed greatness within you. Your struggles are not punishment. They are my preparation. Your burdens are not random. They are my assignments. Your isolation is not rejection, it is refinement. So do not ask, why is my life so hard? Ask instead, what am I being prepared for? Because when the time comes, when my work in you is complete, you will not just be standing, you will be standing in your purpose. And when that moment arrives, you will look back and know that every battle, every tear, and every moment of loneliness was worth it. You do not suffer without reason. I am positioning you. Now, my child, consider this. What does it truly mean to be a breadwinner? The world tells you it is simply about money, about providing food and shelter. But is that all I made you for? Is your purpose so small? No. A true breadwinner does not just sustain a home. They sustain life itself. They carry wisdom, strength, and divine counsel. If all you do is put food on the table, you have barely touched your true calling. But if you are the one they turn to for guidance, for stability, for vision, then you are more than a provider. You are my pillar. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. Proverbs 4:7. A house does not stand by the beauty of its walls or the elegance of its roof. It stands on its foundation. And that is why your road has been different. That is why I have tested you in ways others have not endured, because you are the foundation. Do you remember my servant Moses? He was not merely called to lead. He was called to uphold an entire nation. From the moment he was born, he faced death. Pharaoh sought to destroy him before he could even walk. He was raised in luxury, yet never belonged. He fled into exile, believing he had lost his purpose. But I called him back. I chose him to stand before kings, to part seas, to carry the weight of my people on his shoulders. Weak structures can be repaired, but a weak foundation will bring everything crashing down. That is why you cannot afford to be weak. That is why I have shaped you in the fire, because if you fall, everything connected to you falls too. Look at Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 years. He could have surrendered, but I strengthened him. He was not just fighting for himself, he was laying a foundation for generations to come. Or Steve Jobs, cast out of his own company, ridiculed, doubted. But I gave him vision, and through his trials, I refined him. His struggles did not destroy him. They made him. Your battles are not random. They are necessary. A house can lose its windows and still stand. A roof can be damaged and still be repaired. But if the foundation collapses, everything crumbles. That is why you must be strong. That is why you have been tested beyond measure, because you are my foundation. And if you remain steadfast, if you trust what I have placed within you, nothing can shake what I am building through you, my beloved child. So the real question is not, why is your life so hard? The real question is, How will you strengthen yourself to carry all that I have entrusted to you? When you finally understand your role, you will no longer ask why battles come. You will prepare to conquer them. I did not create you just to survive. I created you to uphold something eternal. Before we continue, reflect on this. A true provider does not merely give. They multiply, sustain, and create abundance. Provision alone is temporary, but multiplication secures the future. This is why I did not design you for survival mode. I designed you to expand, to build, and to carry something that will outlast you. Look at Joseph, my servant. I did not place him in Egypt just to distribute food. I gave him wisdom to store, multiply, and sustain an entire nation. His leadership was not about short-term relief, but about generational impact. Egypt did not just survive because of Joseph. It thrived because I gave him the vision to prepare. He collected all the food produced in those 7 years of abundance in Egypt and stored it in the cities. Then, the 7 years of famine began just as I had said. And what set Joseph apart? I gave him the ability to see ahead. A chosen one does not live for the moment. They anticipate, plan, and position themselves for what is coming. I taught him to preserve resources. Many waste what they have, but those whom I have chosen understand stewardship. Every blessing, talent, and opportunity must be managed wisely. I taught him to multiply. He took a crisis and turned it into abundance. He did not just endure the storm, he transformed it. This is the kind of vision I have placed within you. This is the purpose for which I have been preparing you. So stop asking, why me? Instead, ask, what am I being prepared to lead, to uphold, and to build? Because when my work in you is complete, you will not recognize the strength I have forged within you. Look at your own life. Have I not made you the one who sees the bigger picture? The one who holds things together when others falter? The one people turn to for stability, for wisdom, for solutions? This is not by accident. I entrusted you with a unique ability to multiply, not just wealth, but wisdom, influence, and impact. To the one who has, more will be given, but from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. Matthew 25:29. This ability is not just a gift, it is a responsibility. I have placed in you the power to create, sustain, and expand, but I also command you to steward it with wisdom, diligence, and faith. You are not meant to simply exist. I made you to build something that will endure. Consider Warren Buffett, whom I blessed with the wisdom of multiplication. His wealth didn't come from mere income, but from the ability to take what he had and grow it exponentially. His success was not luck. It was built on the principles I established: discipline, foresight, and strategic thinking. Or think about Mother Teresa. She did not have financial wealth, yet she multiplied kindness, compassion, and service across the world. What she built was not material. It was eternal. Her impact still lives because she understood that true provision is not about money. It is about transformation. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Proverbs 13:22. So, my child, what will you do with what I have given you? Will you merely survive, or will you rise as a multiplier? Will you waste what is in your hands, or will you turn it into something greater? Your purpose is not just to get through life. It is to establish something that will outlive you. Now, let us be real. Carrying the weight of provision is exhausting. I see you waking up every day with responsibilities that others do not even notice. I see you carrying burdens that no one thanks you for. You're the one they turn to for strength, yet when you need support, it feels like no one is there. You pour into others, giving them guidance, energy, love, and resources. But when was the last time someone truly poured into you? I see the nights when you lie awake, staring at the ceiling, feeling the weight pressing down on you. You wonder if anyone truly sees how hard you are trying. But do not forget, I see, I know, I am the one who strengthens you. I am the one who pours into you when no one else does. I have never left you, and I never will. You are not alone, my beloved. I am not finished yet, my dear child. This is not the end of you. This is the time when I am preparing you. Challenges are not there to destroy you. They are there to shape you, refine you, and strengthen you for what lies ahead. I am building something within you that no storm can topple, no enemy can break. Trust in the work I am doing, even when it feels heavy, because the weight you carry now is laying the foundation for something eternal and magnificent. Challenges are not there to destroy you, but to purify and strengthen you. Fire burns not to harm, but to refine. So don't ask me, why me? Instead, ask, what are you preparing me for, Father? Because when this period is over, when I have finished my work, you will not just stand, you will rise. Now, let's talk about how you are going to carry the burden I have given you. This burden is not there to crush you. It is there to elevate you. But how you carry it will determine whether it will strengthen you or not. First of all, stop seeing yourself as a victim. You are not a prisoner of your circumstances. You are a leader shaped by my hands. My chosen ones do not question the weight of the burden. They learn how to carry it. They don't ask, Father, why is everything on my shoulders? They ask, Father, how can I best manage what you have given me? Because I have given you power. Through me, you can do all things. Philippians 4:13. Look at your life. How many times have you said, I wish my life was easier? How many times have you thought, I wish I didn't have to struggle so much? But my child, the moment you see yourself as a victim, you lose the power you have. Moses was born a slave, torn away from his family, raised in a palace where he didn't belong, and then banished to the desert. But when I called to him, he could have said, Father, why me? Yet I had chosen him. He accepted my call, and history changed. Oprah Winfrey came from poverty and rejection, but she was not a victim. I took her, elevated her, and gave her the power of influence. Nelson Mandela was kept in prison for 27 years, but I brought him out, not with hatred, but with wisdom. Because, my child, I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you power, love, and discretion. 2 Timothy 1:7. So, my child, when the weight on your shoulders feels like it is weighing you down, remember this: you are not weak. You are here to be trained, not crushed. Your burden is not here to break you, but to build you up. I have chosen you. And remember, you cannot pour from an empty vessel. I have taught you to carry others, but not to neglect yourself. My child, even I, when I came to earth, in my busiest moments, withdrew into seclusion. I prayed, I gathered strength. But Jesus withdrew into deserted places and prayed. Luke 5:16. If even I rested, why do you think you don't need to rest? My child, rest is not weakness. Prayer is not an option, but a necessity. If you feel weak, come to me. If you are tired and find it difficult to carry the burden on your shoulders, remember, I am always carrying you. I do not leave unfinished what I have begun. If I have called you, I have equipped you. If I have chosen you, I will lift you up. So trust me, even when you think you have reached the end of the road, I am here to take you further. Your story is being written in my hands, and I will complete it perfectly. My dear child, I give, I call, I choose, and I prepare you. Do you think boundaries are selfish? No, my child. They are necessary to protect your existence. Look at Elijah. I raised him up as a prophet. I equipped him with the power to call down fire, to perform miracles. But after his great victory, he was tired. He felt weary. He even wanted to die. Did I rebuke him? No, I did not. I gave him time to rest. I sent him food. I gave him a chance to breathe. But when he regained strength, I spoke to him again. My way is long, I told him. Eat, get up, and go on. 1 Kings 19:7. You, who will do my work, cannot condemn yourself to exhaustion. Even I worked 6 days and rested on the 7th. So you must rest. So you must pray. So you must step back and breathe. When you exhaust yourself, how can you use the power I have given you? Even my son, in his most intense moments, withdrew and prayed. How can you place yourself above me? If even Jesus needed to pray, so do you. But Jesus withdrew into deserted places and prayed, Luke 5:16. You must understand this. I didn't choose you to burn out. I chose you to shine. If you run out of light and you can't see anything, how can you guide anyone? Conserve your energy, nourish your soul, renew your mind, because the world is not waiting for a weakened, depleted you. It is waiting for a strong, focused, and completely renewed you. And my child, let me tell you an even bigger secret. True leaders don't just think about today, they build the future. Are you working only for today, or are you preparing for tomorrow? A good man leaves a legacy not only for his own life, but also for his children's children. Proverbs 13:22. Look at Joseph. I raised him up. I gave him dreams, but his thoughts were not only to save the present. He thought not only of the years of plenty, he planned for the years of famine. That's why I exalted him, because his eyes were not only on himself, and yours should be too. Are you living only to provide for yourself, or are you building a legacy? Moses did not enter the promised land, but he led his people there. His mission did not end with him. His obedience echoed down through the generations. My child, are your efforts only saving the present, or are you laying a foundation for what is to come? Prepare now, for your legacy is not built in moments of comfort, but in seasons of preparation. Think of the great names of the world. Rockefeller didn't just accumulate wealth, he built an economic system that will last for centuries. LeBron James didn't just win on the court, he provided educational opportunities for future generations. Maya Angelou didn't just write poetry, she left words that changed generations. My child, what are you leaving behind? Are you using the wisdom I have given you, or are you simply trying to save the day? And remember, the chosen ones are not always understood. There will be moments when you feel that no one understands you. There will be times when you feel alone in the crowd. When you share your dreams, you will find that people look down on you. But my child, I did not call you so that everyone would understand you. Joseph's brothers betrayed him because they could not see what he saw, but I fulfilled what he saw. You thought evil against me, but I turned it into good. Genesis 50:20. Even David was forgotten by his family. People saw in him a shepherd, but I saw in him a king. Even Jesus was rejected by his own people. He came to his own country, but his people did not receive him. John 1:1. So, my child, don't be disappointed when people don't understand you. They may not see what I see. They do not know my plan. Are you looking for people's approval, or are you trusting in my plan? Nikola Tesla was called crazy, but years later, they saw that his vision changed the world. Malala was silenced, but her voice shook the world. Because I didn't silence them, I raised them. So, if people don't understand you, it's a sign you are not an ordinary person. You are a leader, shaped in my hands. The call I have given you is heavy because your task is great. But remember, I finish what I start. I have chosen you. I have equipped you. I carry you, and I will elevate you. So do not fear, my child. Go on your way. My beloved child, I gave you this path. I put this task in front of you, and I gave you the strength to carry it. Sometimes you feel that the weight on your shoulders is heavy, doesn't it? As if no matter how much you give, it is not enough. But know this, you are not the source. I am the source. You are just an instrument in my hands. What I give you, you distribute. But I am the giver. I am the maker. I am the sustainer. You ask me, why is this burden so heavy? Because I did not create you for an ordinary life. I did not call you for small things. I chose you to change generations, to write history, to break chains. A big calling comes with a big price. But remember, no matter how heavy your burden is, I give you the strength. I'm your strength. I am your source. I am your eternal treasure. I said to Noah, build an ark. People laughed. People made fun of him. But I was with him. He just put the boards together. But I am the one who stopped the flood. Joseph's brothers threw him in the well. They forgot him, but I did not forget him. I brought him out of there. I brought him to the top of the palace. Moses did not face Pharaoh alone. I was with him. I gave him the staff. I split the sea in two. David did not throw the stone at Goliath with his own strength. I guided it to the target. And now I ask you, my child, do you carry the burden, or do I? Are you doing it, or am I doing it? You just have to trust me. You just have to take the step. I'll do the rest. I didn't just create you. You didn't just exist to live today. You're here to leave a legacy. Your struggle is not just for you. Your patience, your effort, will be the path for those who come after you. The decisions you make today will affect even those who don't know your name years from now. Because I am a God who thinks of generations. Those who look at you wonder how you have survived. They ask how you are so strong. Tell them, I am. I have given. I have protected. I have uplifted. Your success is not the result of your effort. You are in my hands. I have brought you this far, and I will not leave you here. And remember, my child, not everyone will understand you. Great calls bring great loneliness. They did not understand Joseph. They didn't take David seriously. They rejected Jesus. Your path will be no different. But do not take men at their word. Take my word. For I do not leave unfinished what I have begun. I fulfill what I promise. Come to me when you are tired. When your strength fails, lean on me, for my hand will not let you go. I am the one who makes the weak strong. I am the one who raises the dead. I make the impossible possible, and I have chosen you. Now go, and go on your way. Don't be afraid, even if the burden is heavy, because it is not you who carries that burden. It is I. My child, do not be intimidated. The road ahead may be rough, but I am with you. I have determined your steps. I have drawn your direction. I carry you every step of the way. Sometimes you think you are staggering, but you have not fallen, because I have held you. Sometimes you feel that your strength is gone, but you still go on because I have supported you. Enemies will try to discourage you. Obstacles will stand in your path. But remember this: I am your fortress, and nothing can stand against you when I am with you. The winds will blow hard, but I tell you, none of them can break you, because I built you. You are built on rocks. I am the one who breaks the traps set against you. I am the one who opens doors for you. I am the one who splits the sea. I am the one who will protect you, even through the fire. Remember, my child, they threw Daniel among the lions, but they could not harm him. Why is that? Because I was there. They threw 3 young men into the fire, but they were not burned. Why? Because I was walking with them. So do not be afraid. The power of those who attack you is limited, but my power is infinite. They are temporary, but I am eternal. People will tell you, you can't do it. They'll say, it's over. But what do I say? I finish what I start. I say be, and it happens. I open doors, and no one can close them. You are my child. You are in my hands. There are those who make plans for you, but I am bigger than their plans. I am the one who directs your life. I am the one who determines your end. Trust me, my child. Put me above all else. Remember my promise to you. I gave you hope. I gave you a future. I gave you an inheritance. You just keep walking. When you get tired, stop and look at me. When in doubt, lift your eyes and remember me. Because you don't walk alone. You don't fight alone. I chose you. I am sending you, and I will lead you to victory. Now get up, my child. Do not be afraid. Do not tremble, for I am your God. I will go before you. I will level the mountains. I will open the closed doors. I will break the chains. Just trust in me, for I am the one who brought you to this day, and I am the one who will carry you forever. Now march, because I have guaranteed victory. Now I tell you, we're just getting started, because my plans are bigger than you can imagine. I didn't call you anywhere so that I could let you down. I chose you. I shaped you. I prepared you. And now I will send you out. Where you go, you will see the glory of my name. Where you go, doors will open. You just walk. Others will say, impossible. But I tell you, there is no impossible with me. Others will say, very difficult. But I say, I will fight the battle for you. People may turn their backs on you, but I will never leave you. The world changes. People change. Circumstances change. But I don't change. I am the same today as I was yesterday, and I will remain the same forever. So don't be afraid. So don't hesitate. For I am your God, and I make a way where there is no way. I make the rain fall. I make the earth fertile. I bring water out of the desert. You are my child. You are not an ordinary person. My seal is upon you. My power is upon you. Now I say to you, my child, open your hands, for you will be overflowing. I will answer your prayers. I will bless your work. You will walk not in your own strength, but in my strength. People will marvel and say, how did this happen? And you will tell them, I didn't do it. My God did it. Now go forward. Do not give your heart to fear, but to me, for I am the one who makes your every step firm. I am the one who will lead you from victory to victory. And remember, my child, your future is in my hands. My child, wait no longer. Stop watching for that door to open, for I have already opened it. Stop hoping for that opportunity to come, because I have already given it to you. Don't stop any longer. Don't delay any longer. The time for waiting is over. Now it is time for action. I am telling you, don't tie your hands. Don't stop your steps. Don't let your heart be troubled by doubt. For when I speak, my word does not fail. I have made the rain fall. I have watered your soil. I have planted the seed. Now it is time to harvest. Now it is time to reap. No more indecision. No more looking back, for the way has been opened by my hand. Satan has tried to delay you. Your fears have tried to chain you. People have tried to stop you. But my child, I don't ask anyone. No one can overturn my decision. If I have called you, who can stop you? If I have raised you up, who can bring you down? If I say start, who can say stop? Don't waste any more time. Look not at your own inadequacy, but at my limitless power. Look not at your own shortcomings, but at my fulfilling strength. Don't wait like a child, because now you have to walk. I've given you wings, but you remain on the ground. Fly, my child. Spread your wings and soar, for I have sent your wind. And remember, I am not sending you alone. I have my hand in your every step. My strength is in your every battle. In your every word is my wisdom. No more hesitation. I command you, go, take, possess, for the land I promised you is yours. You have the authority I gave you. The time has come, not to wait, but to act. You've heard the call. Now it's time to act. You are not alone in this journey. Every step you take is guided by my hands. Every battle you fight is empowered by my strength, and every word you speak carries my wisdom. The time to hesitate is over. The land I promised you is waiting. The doors I've opened cannot be closed, and the mission I've placed in your heart is ready to be fulfilled. If this message moves you, take the first step. Let others hear these words. Share this video so they too may find the courage to act. Hit the like button to affirm your readiness and type, "I am ready" in the comments. Together we will spread this calling, and together we will rise. This is Serenity Narratives, and we're here to walk this path with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.